Josh in here somehow. So
all right, let's
left
keep
the building.
You want to keep digging?
Let's dig.
Let's go.
He's digging.
I think the world's gone brain dead. Since when did everybody identify as they, them? Cut off all their penises and trade them for some fake breasts. I ain't homophobic, I got gay friends. I just think it's weird that the world's so offended. They tell us fat is beautiful while they take an Ozempic. They wanted to get rich and they started a pandemic. And they really want to win, so they're rigging the elections. Everybody's offended by everything every second. And anytime that I mention that men can never get pregnant, I get aggressively threatened by kids with 17 genders who think a word is a weapon and want to teach me a lesson. And it's crazy, P. Diddy diddling rappers and hitting women on camera. Conviction ain't gonna happen, hit the evidence. Instead of putting him in the slammer cause he's too rich to be canceled, we try to fill a prison cell with the president. Born in Canada, move to the USA, where you're probably a racist if you're not gay. All of my blacks, all of my whites, if you on the left, if you on the right, if you got a weenie and or the genie, they, them, he, she, everybody needs me. All of my straights.
You ready? You ready? What you got there? Still? No, I'm waiting for you. No, it's you, buddy.
Wow. That hurt my eyes watching all them flashing lights. I'm just kidding. No, that's cool. I like the artwork in the background, except for the fact that it's a middle finger. But it was really, creative at least. It was very creative. Oh my gosh. He
says a song that's uniting people. I mean, he said, black, white, left,
like
right. I mean, buddy.
It's hard to tell exactly what he's saying sometimes with all the fingers. But
really? You're paying attention to all the fingers?
Well, he's saying, this is just my opinion again, Tom, and everybody else who's watching.
I hope you're watching, Tom. Sterling's going to tell you what he thinks.
Uniting everyone. Maybe I'm just misunderstanding, and it's always a possibility. But uniting everyone, but also middle fingering everybody at the same time. So, screw you for whatever you think. But let's
not talk about any kind of fingering people on this.
That's what it looked like.
This program can't handle talking about all these fingerings you're talking about, Sterling.
Did you not watch the film? There's been nothing but fingers on the screen.
Yeah, my eyes have been fingered for
3 days.
Hello to Stephanie Sexton.
Hello, Stephanie Sexton.
Searching for reactions. She always does. When Tom drops a new one, she found us.
Right on, Stephanie. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully you enjoy this, or at least
tell us what
survive
you think. If you agree or don't agree with me, that's fine too. But
are we really going to talk about all the fingerings in this? I mean, we're
not doing it anymore,
okay.
Josh.
All right.
They won't turn the cameras around, so they're not going to do it.
Well, let's give.
I like his taco shoes though. That's cracking me.
Taco shoes rock, man.
He's also, yeah.
Let's go. Let's dig.
Yeah. All of my blacks, all of my whites, if you on the left, if you on the right, if you got a weenie and or the genie, they, them, he, she,
or a genie.
All of my straights, all of my gays, all of my guys who swing both ways. If you got a weenie, tatas and peepees, they, them, he, she, everybody needs me.
One the doctor, tell him save me mad. Me to see one rapper, here Chi-Chi man.
I think the world's gone mad. Do black lives still matter, or is trans the new black? Every time I rap, I got them crapping their pants. They having cardiac arrest like they all had the jab. It's weird, take a look at your history. You're yelling free Palestine, look what happened when you freed Britney. Your children ain't gay, they've been watching too much Disney. Eminem fans praying shady will diss me. Everybody's so triggered that I just keep getting bigger. They want a Morgan Wall in me like Tom Macdonald said. I just want to know about which rich celebrities kiss kids. The Epstein list is hid from existence. I don't want to be nobody other than me. I want to choke the woke until they struggle to breathe. Hollywood is a joke and I'm exposing the creeps. Like Ellen Page and Amanda if she's squatting the pee. Born in Canada, move.
Stop right there. First of all, the visual of just seeing a rainbow going from middle finger to middle finger is just, that was brilliant, man. Like this video is fantastic.
I'm glad you like it, Al. I'm glad you like it.
Well,
there's a little bit to like. There's a lot of it to like. I've always been the same thing. I think you can just present it in a different way, but this is what he does. This is what people are feeling. So
this is like a really entertaining version of it.
I'm just,
It's about anyone that has a weenie to a vagini, man. Come
I
on.
heard his. I mean, sure. I guess. The rainbow, the rainbow means something different to certain.
That's fair. That's fair. It's God's promise, or
yes, sir.
The dregs of the earth. Anyway, so what?
What'd you say?
The dregs of the earth.
Drugs?
Dregs.
Dredge.
Whatever.
It's okay.
It's all right. Let's keep it moving.
List is hid from existence. I don't want to be nobody other than me. I want to choke the woke until they struggle to breathe. Hollywood is a joke and I'm exposing the creeps. Like Ellen Page and Amanda if she's squatting the pee. Born in Canada, move to the USA, where you're probably a racist if you're not gay. All of my blacks, all of my whites, if you on the left, if you on the right, if you got a weenie and or the genie, they boy, I identify.
I gotta be able to understand what is he. I need, break down what he's saying for me, Alan.
What do you want from me? What do you want?
What is the everybody needs me part?
No matter what parts you have, you need him.
You need Tom.
You need Tom.
Oh, okay.
Whether you have a weenie or a genie.
And all of those other
And all those other parts. Tatas and beeps.
We need you because of the things that you're saying that nobody else is saying. Is that what you're saying there, Tom? Like you're putting it out there. Everybody needs you because I'm saying.
I think this is like him having his Eminem moment with like things aren't the same without him kind of thing.
Oh, I could see that. I mean, that makes sense. And he is like the foreman, maybe not the right word, but the forerunner for political / rapping stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of his spot. I mean, look, just his mere presence and dropping an album, we actually went live.
This is true. It's what you want to do, Alan. It's what you want to do.
We just want to do it.
I like him as an individual.
I want to make sure there's no guesswork as to whether or not we're reacting or we're just watching it numerous times and going.
I'm reacting to this. People ain't gonna like it. People are gonna like it. I don't mean it's what it is. I like Tom as an individual. He says what's on his mind, and a lot of people don't. So people like that because he's very straightforward. And I mean, do what you got to do. You're free to make your own choices and stuff. The choking the woke thing, I wouldn't go that way. I wouldn't go that way because I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah, you just wait till Pride and let them do it themselves in the back of a bar.
Man.
Well, yes, that's exactly what would. Never mind. We're not going to go there.
Monkeypox.
Anyway,
gosh.
monkeypox for the win. Let's keep it rolling.
Here we go.
Straight out of my
If you nasty.
case, all of my bars who swing both ways. If you got a weenie, tatas and BBs, they, them, he, she. Everybody needs me.
Happy you wound that hand up.
Don't call me a white boy, I identify as black. My pronouns are the ones you didn't use, so now I'm mad. My hunters go hunting while your hunter's smoking crack. I can't say the R word, so y'all are handicapped. All of my blacks, all of my whites. If you on the left, if you on the right, if you got a weenie and or a genie, they, them, he, she. Everybody needs me. All of my straights, all of my gays, all of my guys who swing both ways. If you got a weenie, tatas and BBs, they, them, he, she. Everybody needs me.
One the doctor. Tell him save me mad. Me the C1 rapper. Here chichi man.
Oh my god! Oh my god! That was ridiculous, man. I kind of wish we weren't live, man, because I really kind of wish I had a chance. I'm bright red. That was so funny.
I'm gonna keep rolling it back.
How'd you feel,
Talk
Sterling?
about it. The more I watched it, the less I knew what was going on, really. But the fact that it was so like chaotic and like just everything was crazy, I think that's the kind of the whole point. It's very offsetting to watch. I think that's the whole point. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you need it.
I need you, Tom, as a brother for sure. Absolutely. And you say some things. I think you got, like I've said before, you've got a huge outreach. So just, make sure that you are careful with your witness. That's all I'm saying. I get the feels though behind that. Absolutely. There's who knows what anybody quote unquote is anymore because it's the him, her, she, he, we.
She-we? Did you say she-we?
You never know. Somebody out
I don't
there.
know. Maybe.
It's confusing times.
She-we. That's a
For
product.
them anyway.
That's a product.
Is it?
Yeah, so women could go pee in the woods without having to squat.
Well, whatever helps them.
Hey, whatever. Anyway. Huh?
Let's just roll through it again.
Well, we're going to do a second
I'm
view.
going to go through it again.
Is anybody watching? Drop a comment. Like, I want to know what's up.
Stephanie Sexton commented once more, said monkeypox for the win.
Yep, Mpox if you're nasty. Because they nasty.
Because they nasty. So sad, man.
What?
So
What's
sad.
sad?
What?
They nasty?
People's choices are just...
Well, that's their choices, at least.
It's true. You make a choice. Just make a choice. Just make better ones.
Just, yeah.
Just saying.
Are we really going to watch this a second time?
Yeah. I'm
Let's run it back.
Break it down further. Obviously, like I said before, he's got two of the same hands there.
Why are you so critical of those hands?
Isn't that what you're supposed to do? I'm reviewing this.
That's fair.
Tom.
That's fair.
I love the Stars and Stripe thing, though. That's pretty.
That is legit.
I think he did at one point in time have a Canadian spandex looking.
He's Canadian.
Well, I know. That's why he pulled his robe off or whatever, and boom,
Yeah.
there it was.
You have like a wrestling, like a.
I will say this.
I know he used to wrestle, so
Yeah, I did a review of a different one. I think it was God Mode or whatever it was, where he also talks about genitalia.
yeah. Drop a fire emoji if you actually did watch Sterling's review, or get over there and watch it, and then come back and drop that fire emoji.
It'd probably make more sense to me reviewing this one by the commentary that I'm having if you've watched that one before. So, yeah.
Are we running it back? Really?
Yeah, we'll bring it back.
Oh, let's do it. Right on.
I think the world's gone brain dead. Since when did
Yeah, I can agree with the world being brain dead. Not the whole world, but there's more and more and more every day that people.
Is that flag legitimately hanging on the middle finger?
Yes.
I love it.
It's flapping in the wind.
That is going to my front yard.
Right there.
That is going to my front yard.
You want that?
Yes.
Probably expensive. It'll probably be on eBay here soon, though. You might bid on it. Just saying.
Middle finger flagpole. Love it.
Don't tell anybody else that. Captain who?
I think the world's gone brain dead. Since when did everybody identify as they, them? Cut up all their penises and trade them for some fake breasts. I ain't homophobic, I got gay friends. I just think it's weird that the world's so offended. They tell us fat is beautiful while they taking Ozempic.
What if-
They wanted to get
Yeah.
What if the fake breasts were filled with all of the cut off junk?
That's not going to.
No?
No, that's bad.
No?
It's going to deteriorate.
Maybe.
It's going to get nasty.
I don't know.
How would you not know?
Maybe they preserve them. Maybe
What
they're
is-
just
what
like,
are they
man,
gonna
we're
put-
running out of saline.
They're going to.
So we're just gonna we're gonna save those and stuff them in a bag. So it's literally a bag of dicks going into your chest. Huh? No.
No, I can't get behind that, John.
It's fine. Whatever.
I'd be too.
I try to
Too
waste not, want not,
well.
and we want none of it.
No, we don't want any of that. My goodness
You
gracious.
okay, Sterling?
Yeah, I'm all right.
All right.
I'm just. Come on, Tom.
We keep going.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Let's go.
fat is beautiful while they taking Ozempic. They wanted to get rich and they started a pandemic. And they really want to win,
wanted
so
to
they're
get
rigging the elections. Everybody's offended by everything every second. And anytime that I mention that men can never get pregnant, I get aggressively threatened by kids with 17 genders who think a word is a weapon and want to teach me a lesson. And it's
He gets threatened by kids of 17 gender.
different genders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's true.
I love those people. Like, you don't understand what you are. Well, I got parts that kind of tell me what I need to. That doesn't have anything to do with your gender. Okay.
What do you mean? It doesn't have anything to do with
It's how they feel that day, bro.
how you feel that day. That sounds like a mind problem to me.
And as far as, started a pandemic to get rich, I mean, they literally, the amount of wealth that moved to large companies and politicians
For the
during the
focus, yeah.
pandemic was huge.
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 They won't turn the pandemic around.
No, they won't.
No,
they
they
put that money right back in our pockets.
Did they?
No, they didn't.
Mm.
No U-turn on the pandemic.
No, you
No
no
code.
U-turn. The statues in the background. It's interesting. I think that one's actually pointing to the rainbow. It's not actually the middle finger. The one on the let me do this. Oh, it disappears. Never mind. The one on the far left, maybe. Other screen pointing at the rainbow. I'm hoping that's pointing at the rainbow, not a middle finger. But I'm assuming it's a middle finger. But that's kind of just saying.
It's a rainbow powered middle finger. Yeah.
No.
A rainbow battery.
No, ew.
Charging that. No?
No, that's
Fair enough. All right, let's go. Eh.
anytime that I mention that men can never get pregnant, I get aggressively threatened by kids with 17 genders who think a word is a weapon and want to teach me a lesson. And it's crazy, P. Diddy diddling rappers and hitting women on camera. Conviction ain't gonna happen, hit the evidence. Instead of putting him in the slammer cause he's too rich to be canceled, we try to fill a prison cell with the president. Born in Canada,
There it is.
move to the USA, where you're probably a racist if you're not gay. All of my blacks, all of my whites, if you on the left, if you on the right, if you got
Yeah, I mean,
and
it is a good point, though. I mean, at this point, the old adage was, I can't be racist. I have a black friend.
Yeah.
And now, how do black people feel? Can they say, like, I'm not homophobic, I've got a gay friend?
I
like-
think that's what they say. I've seen that a couple.
I mean, there's definitely people that are going to watch this. If you're not currently watching, just drop it down there. I want to know, like, where are we at right now? Like, which is higher, which is lower? My hands don't go high enough because the camera's higher. But anyway, is it, do black people now have to go like, yo, that was not homophobic. Like, I got a gay friend. Because gay people aren't turning around going, I'm not racist. I have a black friend because where's the hierarchy, right?
It just shouldn't be a thing. Period.
What?
We should all just be. What I'm praying and hoping that Tom is saying that we should all just be unified and not be this But so where do you, how do you draw the line though in being unified? Because you can be unified, what they want us to be is to accept everything that they're saying, right? And that's what he's saying. Like, 17 people, 17 different genders are attacking him because he said this or saying that. I'm not attacking you for saying any of that stuff. Where do you, choking the woke, like that's past the line for me. I mean, like fixing the woke, or no, you can't fix them. Once again, it becomes down to that choice, right? So let's hit them with some knowledge or maybe some wisdom. Or what is as me and Josh have talked about in the past, like what is this root cause that's causing people to think that they're a different gender? Was it they got rejected? Say if they're a man, they got rejected by a woman so many times, like they couldn't get a date. So like, well, I relate more with women than I do with men. So obviously maybe what are those? Is that where it's coming from? Like that's where I feel like we need to be making these connections. Well,
on my end, what I get is when someone says something along the lines of, I don't know, some days I feel like a man's like, I feel like a woman some days, or like a woman's like, hey, I feel like a man some days. And that's when I identify as that person. I'm like, first of all, how do you know how the other gender feels, right? True. And so there's the issue. I mean, as the other gender, as if you're a woman and a man saying, I feel feminine, therefore my gender is female, doesn't that feel like they're kind of cracking on you because they somehow, some way know how you feel, even though you've got to live it every single day of your life? Or, I mean, I say gotta live it, like I'm pointing out some kind of negative, but you live it. You have certain things that you deal with that come with being a woman, and now you have a guy who's never dealt with any of that crap going, I just don't feel strong. I don't feel like a big muscle-bound guy who could fight another dude today, so I must be a woman. Like, how disrespectful is that? Period. Also, I was going to say, you had a really, really great commercial there. You said, shouldn't be a thing, period. That's a perfect Tampax commercial. Tampax shouldn't be a thing, period.
No strings attached.
Yeah.
No strings attached.
They're not a sponsor, so.
No, not. Tampax.
No strings attached.
Tampax, where you at? Like, we're here. We're here doing your work for you. I mean, what do you want? Anyway, it's live, right? I keep forgetting it's live. I keep thinking we can edit some of this stuff out.
No, we can't.
Let's keep going before I say something else.
Not gay. All of my blacks, all of my whites. If you on the left, if you on the right, if you got a weenie and or vagini, they, them, he, she. Everybody needs me. All of my straights, all of my gays, all of my guys who swing both ways. If you got a weenie, top ties and peepees, they, them, he, she. Everybody needs me.
One the doctor. Tell him save me mad. Me the C1 rapper. Here chichi man.
I think the world's gone mad. Do black lives still matter, or is trans the new black? Every time I rap, I got them crapping their pants. They having cardiac arrest like they all had the jab. It's weird, take a look at your history.
All got the
You're yelling
jab.
free Palestine. Look what happened when you freed Britney. Your children ain't gay. They've been watching too much Disney. Eminem fans praying shady with Disney.
Stop that right there. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Kids aren't gay. They've been watching too much Disney.
I can agree with that.
There's so much stuff revolving around that, man. I mean, so much with Disney, so much with just kids, cartoons, period. Yeah. The young adult TV shows. Any network is trying to put as much of that in as possible. They're trying to inject as many gay people as they can, like most guys on a Friday night at the gay club. They're trying to get as gay men injected as possible. Never mind. We'll keep it moving. I don't want Sterling to get red.
Stephanie Sexton agreed with you about the men telling women.
Right, thanks, Stephanie. I mean, exactly. Like, I don't, and especially when a woman tells me that, when she's telling me that about the gender thing, I'm going, how does this not bother you? Or like, how does it not bother you when you see a man competing in a woman's sport? Like, that just drives me insane.
Yeah, that reminds me of what was that TikTok thing you made me watch with that guy? Like,
I am a woman.
You're gonna tell me that I can't go in. Hold on. You're gonna tell me that I can't go into the women's restroom? Yeah, I am. I'm gonna tell you can't go in the women's restroom, especially with my kids in there. I don't know if you remember that. You were here.
Yeah, I remember. I was here.
Yeah, no. And I think it goes the opposite way though too, Alan. Was you said a man is a woman, but a woman is a man either. Like, right. It's just not the same. And
if your kid at this point thinks they're trans, it's because they've been watching, mainstream media. They've been watching Disney. They've been watching TikTok. They've been told. I mean, think about it. Like, I'm 40. And when I was a kid, we identified by what we did, right? You were a jock or a nerd, or you were a goth, or you listened to certain type of music, or you identified by the things that you did. And it made us come together. Mm-hmm. Like, it didn't matter what color we were. If we played sports, or we listened to this type of music or whatever, we could find common ground. Yep. And now that common ground is found through supposedly what you're sexually attracted to or how you feel in a given minute. And then at some point you can't contend each other because someone's a bigger victim than somebody else.
Yeah.
And the more letters you can add to your variety pile here of your alphabet mafia status,
Stew.
the more of a victim you can be, but then also more liberated you can be as well. And I'm smacking the mic around because it's ridiculous.
It is pretty ridiculous.
Sorry, I want to make sure there's no mic abuse happening. Let's go.
It's like they all had the jab. It's weird, take a look at your history. You're yelling free Palestine, look what happened when you freed Britney. Your children ain't gay, they've been watching too much Disney. Eminem fans praying Shady will diss me. Everybody's so triggered that I just keep getting bigger. They want a Morgan Wall in me like Tom Macdonald said. I just want to know about which rich celebrities
Hey, Morgan
kiss
Wallen
kids
came
that
back from
Epstein
that.
list is hid from existence. I don't want to be nobody other than me. I want to choke the woke until they struggle to breathe. Hollywood is a joke and I'm exposing the creeps like Ellen Page and a man if she's squatting the pee. Born in Canada, moved to the USA, where you're probably a racist if you're not gay. All of my blacks, all of my whites, if you on the left.
What do you mean? You move to America, you're racist if you're not gay.
That's what I was saying. What's the hierarchy, right?
Right.
Is it that the black people have to be like, hey, I'm not homophobic, I have a gay friend? Or is it that gay people still have to go, I'm not racist because I have a black friend? Right now, it doesn't matter what you are. If you identify as
Anything.
a refrigerator who loves toasters, you can now claim some kind of status over somebody else. It's so funny to hear people say, and the same people who will say how white people have had this crazy advantage over all these other races, right? And we have all this ability to oppress other races. But those same white people then identify as trans, gay, and all these other things. And now they're like, okay, but now a black person can't contend you. Now a black person can't come to them and say, hey, you're being racist, you're being oppressive. Now they can say, well, wait a second, I may be white by skin, but I'm this.
But
I'm
I
this
feel black
special class
inside.
over here. And now it's the victim Olympics, right? It's the oppression Olympics.
That's crazy. That's just crazy.
Now on the 400-meter freestyle, Leah Thomas. Welcome to the oppression Olympics.
Move to the USA, where you're probably a racist if you're not gay. All of my blacks, all of my whites, if you want
Hey, you gotta be one or the other.
if you got a weenie and or the genie, they, them, he, she. Everybody needs me. All of my straights, all of my gays, all of my guys who swing both ways. If you got a weenie, tatas and peepees, they, them, he, she. Everybody needs me. Don't call me a white boy, I identify as black. My pronouns are the ones you didn't use, so now I'm mad. My hunters go hunting while your hunter's smoking crack.
Talking about Biden, right? Hunter Biden.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured. What is he talking? What Hunter is he talking about? Do you know?
The second part was talking about Hunter Biden. I'm
Yeah.
not sure about the first part
My
there.
Hunter. Yeah, okay.
A hunter's going hunting while you're smoking crack.
So like talking about an actual hunter, probably.
Possibly.
Let's just go with it.
We're gonna own this right now. We're just
Yeah.
gonna roll with it.
That's what
Do it live.
He's going with. That's his
Black.
plan.
My pronouns are the ones you didn't use, so now I'm mad. My hunters go hunting while your hunter's smoking crack. I can't say the R word, so y'all are handicapped. All of my blacks, all of my whites, if you on the left, if you on the right, if you got a weenie and or the genie, they, them, he, she. Everybody needs me. All of my straights, all of my gays, all of my guys who swing both ways. If you got a weenie, tatas and peepees, they, them, he, she. Everybody needs me.
One the doctor. Tell him save me mad. Me the C1 rapper. Here Chichi man.
That's amazing. The weird thing is I get like, I know we've watched it twice. Let's not do it
Yeah,
a third. But I get that like
much for people.
Willy Wonka vibe when I see the middle fingers around there. Like it makes me feel like I'm watching the Oompa Loompas. Like this like very repulsive Oompa Loompa gang. Just middle fingers. I'm loving it, man. So how you feel about it now? 2 times through.
2 times through. I mean, like I said, I understand what he's saying. It was offensive at first going through it, but it was on an offensive side of like as a Christian, okay, well he's pelvic thrusting and stuff like that. Like, oh, okay, he's saying male and female parts. I mean, that's common news. That's nothing that
Maybe he's
I
handicapped
can
and
get
that's
through that,
he has
no
to
problem.
thrust to move forward.
Well, he's just bringing up at a point, but there's a lot of sexual, quote unquote, and it's like what they did with Elvis, right? Elvis, they was, oh my gosh, Elvis, because he did a lot of like those kinds of motions and stuff, and turned off into the whole new career. Anyway, I'm going off, but we'll just keep going, I guess. I don't know. I hear what you're saying, Tom, and I appreciate what you're saying, but as always, I feel like you can say it a different way. You can keep a lot. You can keep a lot of it in there. I mean, you made a lot of connections and stuff. But once again, I can't let my daughter watch this.
I mean, that's fair.
I mean, that's what I love you as an individual. I love you as a brother, and you have. Some people say that you haven't professed Christ, that you believe in Christ, or that you have many of our comments from previous videos. That Tom's never said that he's. I don't know if it's true, Tom. I hope it's not. I hope that you are a believer. But from what I know of you. And from what I feel from your previous music, not your like early stuff, but like God Mode and some other things, I would say there's something in there that's sticking at your heart.
I mean, I have to say, I get where you're coming from. Unfortunately, unless we were liberals and didn't care what our kids watch on TV, you'd have a better reach with conservatives if we didn't have all the symbolism in it that we could actually show our kids. I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
That is a good point. That is a fair point.
It's got great information. It's an entertaining song and it's in its own right.
That's why I like Buttholes, the song Buttholes. That's great because it's not horrible. Like you could definitely show your kids. Yeah. But I mean, yay, another one from Tom Macdonald. Absolutely. Fantastic. Yeah. Very entertaining. That had to be amazing to film. Like that had to be a whole lot of fun on set. Nova, of course, knocks it out of the park, as she always does with the visuals. Guys, drop in the comments. Tell me what you think. Have we got any fresh comments? No. Okay. All good. I appreciate you guys coming to watch this special edition of Revolver Reaction. Or Revolver Reacts Live. I can't speak. That's why we're live. Anyway, Revolver Reacts Live. Thanks for coming and watching it. Sterling, you want to close with anything?
Yeah, thanks for the song, Tom. I appreciate it. Once again, I do. The shop? Oh, Revolver. Revolver, that's it.
That's all you get. No, you get more.
Go to Revolver.
Give them more. Give them a sequel.
Go to revolverbroadcasting.com. Click on shop and find your new threads today. Boom.
And make sure you hit that bell so you know when we're doing these things. Make sure to like, share to your friends, subscribe, and obviously we want you to comment. We want to know what you like, what you don't like, and what you could maybe get us to react to, or what you guys think about what we did here. I mean, I don't know what we did here, but you do. So let us know. I know there's going to be a lot of Tom fans that have a lot to say.
Oh, yeah.
And we're here for it.
I'm about to get smashed.
Until next time, everybody, be safe.